So if you didn't know, there was a new update to Rogue Company called Retail Therapy. I didn't know because I missed the Discord notification that a new patch was coming. So, sad story. But anyway, here we are. So the new patch was rolled out effectively yesterday morning. So in this video, we're not going to go every single item in the patch notes as there was a lot of items. However, we will review a few of the items that stood out the most to me. Now, this is not, may not correlate to everybody's perspective on what they want to see in the patch notes, but these are the things that I thought stood out, so I figured I'd point them out in the video. So, let's check them out. Alright, so one of the first things that we're going to talk about is the store, which this was one that we all knew was coming, and it is now live in the system. As you can see behind me, you can see, well, the store. So personally, me, I'm not a huge person that's driven all about the skins for the characters, for the guns, for the wingsuits, all that stuff. However, a lot of this stuff is really cool, and I do want to get a lot of these things because they look freaking awesome. The one thing I wanted to point out that wasn't in the patch notes, it was actually in a comment down below in response to a question. The moderator in the Rogue Company chat had said that while currently the reputation is only for rogues, there is plans to implement progression to be able to unlock items in the store with reputation, or some type of progression system that will allow you to also use your time earned to unlock things, not just locking the store to using real world cash to buy things. Now obviously this is a free-to-play game, they have to make money somehow. It makes total sense for them to not do that, to not do it based on reputation, but it is kind of a cool feature. I'm assuming the grind would be a lot longer than just buying the stuff, but it's kind of cool to see that they're going to add both options to maybe appease those that aren't able to spend the money but they can spend the time. So I think that's a cool option. The next thing we're going to talk about is the surrender option, and this one I know is needed. I've played a lot of games where we've just gotten railroaded horribly, and there's really no point to playing on. Now, personally, I won't ever initiate a surrender vote because I see it as a chance to, to get better, to play against people that are really good, and to possibly learn something by playing it. However, sometimes it's just the game needs to die and be done. Now, the way the surrender vote is going to work is has to meet one of two criterias, and that is either a player has to disconnect for at least 3 minutes before a surrender vote can be initiated, or a total of 10 minutes of gameplay has to go by, and then either team can initiate a surrender vote. Now, each team member will have, looks like, 30 seconds to initiate a vote, or to cast their vote. If nobody votes and the vote fails, that team will have to wait 2 more minutes before they can initiate another surrender vote. So there's also obviously going to be useful times, and that is a big thing that I know a lot of people have been asking for, is the ability to surrender due to playing up against, sweaty players. Bleedout timer. Now, this one I see as being good in one game mode and not really doing a whole lot in the other game mode, and I'll get to why here in a second. They increased the bleedout timer from 13 seconds to 16 seconds. That is, I think, a good thing in Demolition. It gives you more time for your teammates to res you, to be able to continue the fight, or just a last chance to continue fighting. So Demolition, great idea. In Strikeout, not so much, because, and people might not like this response, but I think we can all agree on it at the same time. The bleed out timer means nothing in Strikeout, because that would mean that your teammates would actually at some point in time have to res you. You all know what I'm talking about, and you know who I'm talking about if you're out there. Pick up your teammates. Thank you. Next thing. And the last thing we're going to point out is pinging. Now, pinging is already in the game. Most of you are aware of that. If you're not, figure out how to do it on your console or on your PC. It's helpful. The thing that they did, which I think is very beneficial, is they added the ability for you to confirm your teammates' pings. So if you're a player that doesn't have a headset, or you don't have a mic or any of that stuff, if a teammate pings something, you can confirm the ping saying, yeah, I see that guy over there. Let's go get him, right? That's beneficial because, well, if you don't have a headset and you can't talk, or you just don't like talking to random people online, don't blame you. There's creepy people out there. You can confirm the pings now. The second thing they did with pinging that was also really good that I see is that you also have the ability now to ping enemy gadgets and deployables. So if you see Ronin's ballistic knife, for instance, you don't want to shoot it to give away your position, you can ping it so your teammates know there's a deployable or there's a dangerous gadget there. Watch out. So it's obviously can be very beneficial. So that's going to do it for the 4 things that I see in this patch that I think are really good. There's a ton of stuff in it. Like I said, if you want to read through the whole patch notes, the link to the Reddit post is down below in the description, so go ahead and check that out. If there's things that you liked on this patch, or things that you think should have been on this patch that have been driving you insane, like bug fixes or tweaks to guns or anything, leave a comment below, let me know what you think. And yeah. So, hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching. Leave a like, leave a comment, subscribe, you know, all that good stuff, and we'll see you next time.